Welcome in. Hope you all had a great weekend. It is Monday. We are 7 hours away from CBC, and we're going to be going over some of the events and talking about what's happening in this week. My name is PJ. This is another Raid Challenge video, and let's get right to it. So, to start us off, we're going to look at the Polarium Play calendar. It's going to show a lot of the events that are happening. So to start us off, we have a Magic Soul Summoning Portal starting Monday, going all the way until Friday. We got some decent champions in this pool. Nothing too crazy. Armand's is really good, but probably a lot of people already have a Soul for Armand's. I mean, a lot of these champions are really good. Artak's good, Ashiero's good, Alpha's good, Halfrack, Kerndig, Lady Kimmy. I mean, all these champions are very solid champions as far as the Legos. The epics are pretty good too. Prudence really good, Allure's really good, Gorgrab, Royal Guard, Terrell. I mean, all these are very solid champions. I believe that there's going to be a Prism Soul in the, let's see here, in the Sand Devil tournament that's coming up here. So Sand Devil is starting on Tuesday, so you're going to get one free pull from that. I'm going to do the Sand Devil tournament. I need to do more Sand Devil, and it's going to be overlapping with CBC, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. It's going to be a non-PR, so you don't have to go too crazy, but I'm going to try to do this. I need more oils, so we're going to probably get this done. I'm not really doing it for the Ultra of Souls, like specifically for any of these champions, like, oh yeah, I really need a soul for this champion. It's a good consolation prize. If I get something good, amazing. If not, I'm really just doing it for the Sand Devil tournament. But be on the lookout for that Magic Soul tournament. If you guys have a good Sand Devil team, maybe you guys want to look at that. We also have an Eternal Awakening boost. So this here is in the news. We can take a look at that. So it looks like from May 20th to May 22nd, we are doubling your chances to receiving 6-star perfect souls from Eternal. So that's the big ones. Remember, the perfect souls let you awaken your champions to level equal to the number of stars for the perfect souls, and assuming the champion has reached the same level ascension, using 5 or 6-star perfect souls to take your champion to peak awakening. Okay, these are pretty rare. They don't often do events for the Eternal souls. This might be the third or fourth time they're doing it. Sadly, there's nothing really to overlap it. Hold up, guys. Now is the perfect time to click on my link in the description and get a free Karato as well as 4 more insane free epics as you level up. Here's how to do it. Step 1, log out of Polarium Play on PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to the inbox and claim your first champion. Don't miss out on your chance to get a free Karato after signing up, as well as Uugo, Rector Drath, Tagoar, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. So click on my link right now and let's crush this together. Besides of a CVC, and it's a non-PR CVC, so it's nothing too crazy. I'm going to be saving, personally. I would probably recommend you guys save your Eternals as well. But if you do have them and want to pull, it's technically not a bad time, but I think there's gonna be better time than this. This isn't the last time they're ever gonna do a 2x for Eternals. They're gonna have more down the line, so I wouldn't think, oh, we gotta pull now, we're never gonna see this again. So I wouldn't worry too much. I'm probably gonna save. Same thing with this progressive chance. I don't think we see the champions. I'm sure there's other CCs that have shown the champions, but if you're not near Mercy, I wouldn't really pull for these. Non-PR CVC, generally pulling during CVC, I would not recommend. Usually bait, unless you're really close to Mercy, you've been tracking it, and there's something that you really want, I would just skip. Don't even see it, don't even think it's there. You see nothing. So yeah, I would say that's a pretty easy skip for most people. So we have a Dragon tournament that is actually live right now. It looks like a very standard Dragon tournament, nothing crazy. There's no 2x speed or 3x speed or anything like that. So if you want to do this, if you have extra resources, you can, but I think instead of doing this with your extra resources, that'd be a good time to do minnow. Everyone's like, oh, when do I have time? When do I do minnow? When do you have time to do minnow? I think this is a good time if you're not doing the champion training and there's no reason you really need to do this. It's not overlapping with a 3x speed or anything like that. So yeah, I'd probably skip this and try to use your energy elsewhere, either in minnow and the Sand Devil tournament when that starts. That would be a good use, or in champ training if you're gonna do champ training. But that is live if you guys are interested in that. There's a DD overlapping it as well. The DD's got some decent stuff, and it is a pretty expensive one, 7,500 for a mythical book and 6,500 for a primal shard. These are really good rewards if you can do that many points, but it's going to be a lot of resources, so be careful. It's going to be a pretty big grind, but if you're doing the champion training, which we'll talk about here in a second, it will overlap pretty nicely if you're doing a lot of campaign, if you're farming in Spider. You can also technically farm in Dragon, so maybe you'll try to triple dip, farm champions in Dragon while doing Dragon and here. So you could do that to try to triple dip instead of double dipping, but the rewards aren't really that special. It's not something you have to do, but it's technically not a bad thing to double dip or triple dip with Dragon if you have someone to farm food in Dragon for you. So decent, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm still not deciding on the champion training, which we'll talk about here in a second. I did mention CVC. I mentioned, like we said earlier, is non-PR. We can take a look at the rewards. Pretty standard. We have retaliation, 6-star retaliation for tier 6. We got some speed, Lego speed gear, 6-star voids, Lego book, energy, nothing too crazy. We can't see what's behind here, but I'm assuming it's going to be blood shield and reaction. That's what they've been doing with the non-PRs, and the PRs they've been doing the relic materials, which seems to me like it kind of entices people to tank the non-PRs even more and to go for the PRs, because the clan relic materials are so much better for late game, end game versus these accessories that you don't really need. Early game players, you're definitely going to want these. Mid game players, you're going to want the accessories, but late game, end game, you probably already have enough. So I'm assuming a lot of people are going to start tanking the non-PRs pretty hard. We've been starting to do that, so be on the lookout for that. Here it is, the champ training. It's for a Lydia Soul, and depending on how your account level, it varies on the soul you're going to get. So 31 to 40, you got a 3-star, 41 to 60, you got a 4-star, 61 to 99, you got a 5-star, and if you're level 100, you'll get a 6-star perfect soul. But there is a catch, which they started to add these, I want to say last year maybe. It wasn't, they haven't always had these. It's been kind of recent. Were they adding these minimums? It's definitely not something new, so it's not like, oh my god, they just added this last month, this is a brand new thing. But they have added it kind of recently. It wasn't in the game, I would say 3 years ago, 2 years ago even, is the minimum. So before, let's say you had a really easy bracket, you were level 100, and you had a really, really easy bracket, and the top person won with 10,000. Okay, so in this new bracket, if the top person had 10,000, you can't get the soul. You have to have a requirement of 20. Whereas before, if the top person had 10,000, that was the top person, they won. So I don't really like how the requirements, it makes you use extra resources and push even harder if no one else in your bracket is pushing, just so you can get the reward that you should have won regardless. So kind of annoying, but it's not something new. It's just something they've added kind of recently. But let's take a look at the champ training itself. Mine specifically is actually looking pretty reasonable after almost the first day. We have 8 hours left in the first day, 3 days, 8 hours to go. My top person is at 9,000. Some people might be like, wow, that's a lot for the first day. I was streaming earlier today on Twitch. I stream pretty much every single weekday, 2 times a day as much as possible. Come check us out. But a lot of other people's brackets, they had already like 20,000, 30,000 points on day 1. So compared to that, this actually isn't too bad. I'm undecided if I want to push this or not. I'm probably going to wait maybe another day or so and see if anyone else is going to push. You also have to be careful because it is CVC tomorrow. People might be saving to do their books or most of their training during CVC. It is a non-PR, so depending on your clan, maybe they are doing that, maybe they're not waiting. I know some clans are going to try to do a lot of their points early, so they don't put high points in CVC, so they can tank, like I was mentioning earlier. But some people might try to push the CVC and do a lot of points during that. So if you do see a really low bracket right after the first day, be careful. It could be because of CVC, but also it could just be waiting to see if people are going to snipe. So that's the biggest thing here is there's 2 strategies you want to do when you're trying to compete. I've won a few of these tournaments. I won Archer a while back. It was a champion training. I won Mashald. He was a while ago. He was up for grabs. I won that one. They're very stressful. I don't recommend it. It's very, very, very stressful. But there's kind of 2 ways you want to play it. So the first way, you either on day 1, you just go super hard. You get as many points as you can, pretty much. Not as you can, but you put out a fat chunk of points. You do 10,000, 20,000, or like 15, 20, 25,000 the first day. So you let everyone else know. Don't even worry about it. Just sit back, relax, forget this is even a thing, and try to just intimidate them and make them so they don't even think about it, like, oh wow, this first day they already have 25,000. They're gonna go crazy if not, like, so might as well not even waste my points. So that's one strategy. The other strategy is to kind of wait and see, and if they don't go too crazy, then you can try to snipe. The issue with the sniping is they're going to probably have a counter snipe. It's a big gamble. Both are big gambles though, because it's the same thing as if you go really hard in the beginning. So let's say this person goes really hard, but let's say all they have is 20,000 points, right? 20,000 is their max. So like, I'm going to do all 20,000 day 1.5 and try to scare everyone else out. So they do 20,000, and then there's someone down here that is like, oh, I have 45, 50,000 saved up just waiting to go. They wait until the last 12 hours or 10 hours or 5 hours, and they just put up 30,000, 40,000 points, blow you out the water, and then you wasted your resources and you're not going to get what you want. You're not going to get the soul, you're going to get second. It's going to really stink, and it sucks. There's no really any good way or a bad way of going around it. It's just part of the game, but just be very, very careful. If you are going to go for it, make sure that you keep consistently trying to put up a little bit of points here, a little bit of points there, especially when it comes down to the last few hours. People are going to see if you're sleeping, not paying attention. So make sure you're awake for that last hour, 2 hours, and just keep putting up a little bit of points, a little bit of points. You don't have to put up a lot of points if you have a big lead, but just show that you're still awake and still present. So people aren't going to get the idea of like, oh, they've fallen asleep, now we can snipe when they're not paying attention. So that's a little bit of a tip, a little bit of a trick is you don't have to go crazy at the end, but just make sure you're still showing that you're active. Let me know if you guys are going for this or not. I'm still undecided. I have a 4-star for her right now. I use her in Chimera. She's really useful in Chimera. I would love a 6-star for her, but I'm not sure if it's worth pushing my account. If it stays like this and goes to 9,000, 10,000, like I wouldn't mind pushing. I would go 15,000, 20,000. I guess I'd have to come up with a number and be like, okay, I'm willing to go with this amount, and that's fine with me. But then you come into the sunk loss fallacy. I think that's what it's called, where you put so much into it, then you're like, oh, well, I can't stop now. I'm already this invested. I might as well keep pushing, keep going, keep going, keep going. It can be mentally fatiguing as well, very draining, resources, just everything. You're gonna be doing a lot of campaign, a lot of champ training, tavern. It's a mess. So if you're going for this, just buckle up, lock in, and know for the next 3-4 days, it's gonna be a lot of raid. Interested to know what you guys think in the comments. If you think I should go for this, if you guys are going for it, and we'll see. I'm gonna probably wait a day and a half and see how much they're pushing up and kind of make a decision off of that. But leave a like, leave a comment. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day/night. Gonna have to wait and see what you guys post in the comments about if you're going for it or not, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.